Everyone talks about FIRE today. Financial independence, retire early. Save aggressively, build a corpus. Sounds simple, but for wealthy families, real life is rarely that simple. For affluent families, the real version of FIRE is different. It is not about escaping work. It is about creating optionality and choice. The ability to reduce dependence on active income, the ability to fund goals without stress, to manage health and longevity risks with dignity, and to transfer wealth responsibly across generations. Now, this is what can be called real financial independence. So, can I retire early? Well, the better question is, can my family's wealth support our lifestyle, healthcare needs, liquidity requirements, and long-term responsibilities without forcing poor financial decisions? Because ultimately, the purpose of wealth is not merely to stop working, it is to create freedom to choose. FIRE becomes truly meaningful when it evolves from a retirement trend into a framework for financial optionality. If you are building long-term family wealth, the goal is not just accumulation. The goal is resilience, flexibility, and freedom. Because the original FIRE idea was built around traditional retirement. Someone retiring at 60 may need wealth to last 25 or 30 years, but someone stepping away from active income at 40 or 45 may need that wealth to last 40 or even 50 years. Now that difference changes everything. And family expenses are really simple. It is not just lifestyle spending. There may be children studying abroad, healthcare for parents, property maintenance, travel, family commitments, and support for business or next generation goals. True financial independence is not just about reaching a number. It is about building liquidity, resilience, and optionality for the family. Most people think FIRE means one thing: retire as early as possible. Financial independence is not about escaping work. It is about having the freedom to choose work without depending entirely on active income. The ability to fund important family needs without being forced to sell long-term assets. A business owner may not want to retire, but they may want less dependence on the operating business. A senior professional may not want to stop working, but they may want the freedom to take a sabbatical, move into advisory roles, or focus only on work they truly enjoy. A founder may not want to exit completely, but they want part of their business wealth converted into diversified capital that protects the family beyond the business itself. Most families think retirement risk is about earning low returns, but one of the biggest risks is something else entirely: the sequence in which those returns arrive. Consider two families. Both start with rupees 1 crore. Both withdraw 5 lakh rupees every year. Both experience the exact same market return over 5 years. But there is one difference. For the first family, bad market years came first. For the second family, good years came first. And the outcome changes dramatically. The family that faced early losses ends with about 65 lakh rupees. The other family ends with nearly 77 lakh rupees. A difference of more than rupees 12 lakhs, despite starting with the same money and seeing the same returns. Why? Because when markets fall early, withdrawals happen from a portfolio that is already shrinking. That permanently damages the capital base. That is why the first few years after retirement need careful planning. The goal is not to predict markets. The goal is to avoid being forced to sell long-term assets during weak markets. That is where liquidity reserves become critical. For example, a family may keep 1 to 3 years of expected withdrawals in relatively stable and liquid investments. Another approach is to create a retirement transition reserve. This is to serve the first few years after active income. This reserve gives the long-term portfolio time to recover if markets are temporarily weak. True financial independence is not just about building wealth. It is about structuring wealth to survive uncertainty. Most wealthy families plan for lifestyle inflation. Very few plan properly for healthcare inflation. Because healthcare is different from normal spending. A family can postpone a holiday, delay a renovation, or completely avoid a luxury purchase. But medical expenses often cannot wait, and healthcare costs can rise much faster than general inflation. Consider this: a family spending rupees 10 lakhs a year on healthcare today could see that number rise dramatically over the next 20 years. At 6% per annum inflation, rupees 10 lakhs can become around rupees 32 lakhs in 20 years. At 10% per annum inflation, it can become around rupees 67 lakhs in 20 years. And at 13% per annum inflation, it can become more than rupees 1 crore in 20 years. The goal of wealth planning is not just growing assets. It is protecting family choice during uncertainty. Because when healthcare is planned separately, families are less likely to disturb long-term wealth during difficult times. The next question is, which expenses are truly non-negotiable? Lifestyle, healthcare, education, taxes, family commitments, elder care. These are not costs that can always be reduced overnight. Plan Ahead Wealth Advisors is a SEBI-registered investment advisory firm. Call us at 98707-63631 to schedule an appointment with us for us to help you with your wealth advisory decisions. Thank you for watching this video. If you have liked it and found it useful, remember to share it with your friends and family. Also do comment below and let us know what you would like us to cover in our future videos. Click on the like and subscribe button to follow us and ensure that you keep receiving all our further videos as well.
Disclaimers: investment in securities market are subject to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.